Hi, aligned souls. Welcome to the Soul Revival podcast, where we have meaningful conversations to help you explore tools and healing methods that help you return to your soul self. Join us as we help you merge the ethereal and the material worlds, allowing you to live your most fulfilling and aligned life. I'm Lindsay Stanton, author, somatic practitioner, intuitive Reiki master, and grief coach.
Hello, I am Autumn, a believer in miracles, intuitive guide, and psychic medium. We're your hosts and guides. We don't just talk healing, we live it. This is where soul meets strategy, spirit meets structure, and our highest selves take the mic.
Welcome back to the Soul Revival podcast.
I am so excited to be here today, Lindsay, and for everyone that's listening. Today, we are going to talk about the Soul Revival community and what we bring and offer to everyone that is a part of our community, the benefits of joining our community, and really just opening it up because our mission is to raise the collective consciousness, to raise that divine feminine in each and every one of us. And through community is how that's done. So, Lindsay, I'll let you kick off and
Yeah, I think just consistent with how you and I hold space for people, just even working with us one on one, it's all about the idea that everybody unlocks a key, right? Everybody provides a pathway to deeper learning, deeper integration. And that's what I love about the community is we both serve as guides, just like we do when we're on one-on-one sessions, but it's opened up to everybody being able to unlock different codes for everybody else, which we see every time we have a session with people. I just feel like there's so much intentionality with the individuals who've been called into the community. And I love that our members are all over the place as far as the breadth of experience that they've had in the spiritual realm. Everybody is brought together for different reasons. I mean, each of us, I think a lot of times, awakening and, deeper spiritual learning and alignment comes with hard things, right? I mean, whether it's trauma, grief, or both.
you'll want to stay tuned throughout the entire podcast for a special announcement all about angel signs.
And we definitely see that with the community members, but I feel like everybody's there for a slightly different reason. And that's why it's such a beautiful space because we can offer the ability for everybody to be in a safe space, but also give them that opportunity to up level their growth and start to investigate and be curious about different tools and modalities that they feel drawn to. And that's one of the things that I love the most about the community. I know when I was early on in my journey and the doors of my awakening were blowing off the building, that because that's really what happened. Like I went from being intuitive, my whole life to like like huge change, huge shift and up leveling in my experiences and awareness. But I think that's when I was in those early days trying to understand because there's so many different tools out there. There's so many different things to explore, which is exciting and also can be overwhelming. So I feel like giving people bite-sized taste of each different type of tool and having in experts for different areas gives people an ability to try things on before they fully commit to getting trained or doing a deep experience in a modality or even just spending. I mean, our time and money are our two like biggest resources, especially time, because we never get it back. So in order to be able to test things before you spend a lot of time deep diving into a tool, I know is super intentional for me to be able to provide to the members because it was so huge for me early on my journey. It was like I'm a consummate learner and I was being pulled like test this, see this, see this. Thankfully, I was very intuitive about the approach I took towards diving into modalities. And there were things I'm like, oh, that's interesting, but no, that's not for me. I'm not meant to like be certified in that or, to get fully trained in that. So I think we offer a real opportunity through the courses and the guests that we offer on different tools and modalities to have those experiences to know and understand whether something resonates with them or not.
the space to allow them to return to their soul selves. Because when you know something's for you, it is that hell yes energy. Your body lights up, your solar plexus chakras tingling. That's like we had an Akashic Records reader in the community, Rachel Garrett. She was phenomenal. And I knew about Akashic Records. I've done my own meditations, but I've never actually had a reading done by someone. And she opened a route for me, a interest. She sparked an interest in me. And so even though we're the guides and we're here healing, it works for us just as much as it works for anyone else. And every single person that is a part of the community holds a very sacred spot in our community because we couldn't bring through or do the things we do without them because we're constantly channeling messages and it takes their spirit team and our spirit team to come together. And I think that that's a huge part too, the communication part. So many people, when they're tapping in or on their journey or getting downloads and they don't have anywhere to share that joy and excitement, and feel seen and heard while experiencing that joy of magic. That's where the community is. You can direct message people or, just come on and share a video of yourself of what you just processed and went through and get a ton of feedback from others. And it makes you stay in that joy just a little bit longer to start receiving more. And even on the days that are more full of grief, just being able to experience and ask questions like, hey, how were you able to overcome this? Like, or my spouse isn't seeing me while I'm on this journey and I don't know how to be myself and still be in this loving relationship when our frequencies are a little different. There's so many different things that we can touch base on and help align your heart with your soul and just keep things moving at the pace that they should to keep that frequency at the height that you're trying to hold. Because I feel like through our healing process, it's already hard and there's ups and downs, and when you don't have that support of close people, it gets very lonely and you're following your heart and then your ego comes in, and sometimes it can get really foggy. And I just really love the space that is in our community because it offers that fog to lift with the clarity, the messages. I mean, we do a ton of different courses on animal communications. We've done Akashic Records, we've done energy healing, Reiki sessions,
Tapping.
mediumship, tapping, yes, tapping, mediumship, gallery readings. It's always so much fun. And once a week, we do online classes or courses or mediumship. And then once a week, we have a live Q&A too. So you could come in, ask for guidance, ask for clarity, ask, hey, I'm getting this angel sign. I've seen it so many times. What does it mean? And everyone has a voice in our community. It's not just one person that can give a message. Every single person has this tool and this gift of intuition that they're discovering, and every story matters.
100%. And I think you touched on a couple things that I just want to expand upon. I think one thing it's really important to note, and because I feel like this is so important with community, is that whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, this community is definitely for you because the platform that we're on, I did so much research on platforms and it is so inclusive for introverts and extroverts because as Autumn just referenced, you can go in there and create videos. You can respond in the comments with the video. But if that's not your jam, that is totally cool because you can go in and text message. You can do chats in video or text. And also, because I know some people, like we always do the live events that Autumn just mentioned, and some people love to attend live and be actively participating live in the conversations in the community. Other people like to sit back and absorb the content and be more self-paced with the content. So it's completely up to you, whatever you feel most comfortable with. We are so diligent about uploading the content literally as soon as the live events are over that I know that we've had a good share of people that are more introverted take advantage of that because as soon as we're done with the live program, it's getting uploaded. You have access to it. You can listen to everything on your cell phone. You can listen to everything on your laptop. So for those who don't have a lot of time and are, like I'm thinking about like the busy moms or the executives. I mean, I know like I'm constantly doing things. And when I'm participating in things, oftentimes it's multitasking. obviously some of the sessions that we do, like you want to be very present, and it would be great if you were sitting and like being in a quiet space. But other things that we do, it's more informational, educational, and so, you know, working out while you're listening, like it would be something that I would do. So they always say that, you know, the people that are your members are you. And so, you know, I just wanted to mention that it is easy to listen to the content, not just live, but also after the fact. And the app is super mobile friendly and allows people to really show up in whatever form that they feel most aligned with. You know, you don't have to be nervous about coming in and having a conversation with the community if that's not something that you're comfortable with. Totally cool. It's up to you. And then those who are, you know, excited to have the conversations and actively participate, we get so much engagement. And I know that people have become friends and gotten to know each other a lot better through the community that probably are on polar ends of the country, actually. So it is a great way to bring people together if you're on the live events. But I did just want to mention that because I know people absorb content in different ways and people like to show up in communities and memberships in different ways. So we definitely enable people to come to the community in whatever way feels most comfortable to them.
I love that you said that. And the platform we use has like a social media type energy to it. So direct messaging, like Lindsay had said, videos, and people that do watch it after or the replays, they get just as much out of it. They are constantly, cheering us on the sidelines, messaging us like, thank you so much for that. So if you're not a person that attends live, that is a-okay too. Speaking of courses, we do have a great course coming up. It's going to be very educational on August 7th at 7 p.m. Central Time, all about angel signs, angel symbols. I feel like a lot of people look for, the common signs of angel numbers or feathers or, cardinals, but there's actually so much more in-depth communication that's being done through signs and symbols, through different numbers, through colors and shapes, even. And through our angel course, that's things that we're going to be talking about. And you'll also get like a PDF little textbook on different signs and symbols as well, and colors and what they mean, and how to really interpret all of it, and how to open yourself up to receiving the message as well too.
Yeah, I'm so excited about our angels course because that was something that was so important to me early in my journey was understanding, not only recognizing and being open to receiving signs, but starting to really understand the energetic language that was occurring through the angel numbers and the signs that I was getting. And you know, I was getting signs from Roger, my husband, on the other side, but I was also getting so many signs from angels. And now I know actually God energy as well. And being able to figure out what that meant, how to interpret it, and how to use it as a guide. Because as I've talked about in previous episodes, for me, and for all of us, honestly, our grief journey, our trauma journey, whatever you might be going through that's led you to a deeper awakening. And, you know, bless you if you didn't have to experience either one of those things to be on a deep awakening journey, but if you have, I feel you, I see you, and I've lived it as well. And I know that for me, trying to understand how those signs and symbols tied to my why being my soul's purpose, because I do believe firmly, I know it's hard to hear and it's hard to think sometimes, but we go through these things, these challenging times, whether they're extremely challenging, like a loss of a loved one, or you know, big T traumas. We go through these times for a reason, and there is expansion and growth on the other side of it if we do the work and we open ourselves up to love and trust again. And for me, having those signs was kind of a beacon, and understanding how I could use those to create awareness and understanding for my soul's purpose now that Roger had passed. And so I think we're going to be really deep diving into how that information can help you align faster with your soul's purpose, because you have, I mean, you have free will, you have the ability to set your destiny, but there's also a map in the stars called your Akashic Records of what you are meant for and the potential that you're meant for. And when we tune into that energy and that information through angel numbers, through signs, it really can help us greatly reduce time, stress, and resistance around our soul's purpose and what we're really here for. And so I'm super excited about this course because it's going to bring all those things to the table and really help you understand how you can align faster and easier with your soul's purpose through digesting that information and understanding what it means specifically for you. We have an exciting opportunity to share with you.
Did you know each week inside the Soul Revival community, we have a giveaway? One lovely soul is gifted something sacred, a Reiki session, an intuitive reading, a powerful course, or even access into the community itself. This isn't just a giveaway. It's a soul blessing, a moment where healing meets divine timing. You'll feel the shift, you'll see the signs, and you'll know you're not alone anymore. Say yes to your intuition, your healing, your next chapter. Enter now at the link below in the show notes labeled Soul Revival Giveaway for your chance to win.
Let's get back to today's episode.
Angel signs, that was beautifully said, Lindsay. Angel signs, I just want to add a little bit more to that, allowed me to trust myself. I mean, I was very conditioned as a child, and trusting myself was something that was really hard for me to do. My ego would be like, well, what if? What if? But through the angel signs and trusting the guidance I was getting, sometimes I would go to the online like, hey, what does this mean? Spiritual meaning of this. But other times I would sit and I would ask myself, like, who is sending this message? Why are they sending it? Or, automatic, right? Journaling, whatever it's called to you, and trusting the message that is coming through. So through angel signs, I was able to trust that I am meant for so much more than just this human experience. And it allowed me to receive and open myself up to so much more than what is. And it does start with angel numbers, but then when you get excited about that and joy and you open yourself up more, they'll start sending you so many different signs you ask for. And so I'm really excited to open this up and make this open to the public and to educate everyone on how important and how comforting angel signs can be as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They can be such a game changer on your journey. And especially if you are seeing the same angel number on repeat, or if there's a certain number that resonates with you. It was so funny. I was in the middle of doing something yesterday, and for me, one of my angel numbers is actually my birthday. And so I don't know if you get this or not. I've run across quite a few people who have this experience. I can't tell you how many times I'm in the middle of doing something or thinking about something while I'm in the middle of doing something that I'm not sure, like, how am I going to handle that situation, or what should I do here, or is this going to be okay? And I look at my watch or I look at my computer and it's 7:19. So I feel like the angel number for you might be a specific number that's not like the repeat of 111 or 222. Of course, there's the classic angel numbers like what I just mentioned, 1111. But also you can have numbers that are validators specific to you and your experiences here. And you might even notice that there might be a number that's always resonated with you and you don't really know why. That actually is confirmation and validation of, when that number pops up, that you're on the right path as well.
Oh, I love that. Archangel Metatron, he's all about like life purpose, fulfilling your life, your soul contract, staying aligned with the pieces of the puzzle to make the big picture. And that number for me is 288. And just like your birthday, whenever I'm in stress or something of that sort, I'm always seeing 288, typically on license plates. But it always just like, okay, like I'm not as big as I think I am. I can just relax and allow what needs to come to me, and let go of the rest. And it's just such a beautiful feeling.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I do want to highlight, because I know you mentioned it, but I feel like we didn't put enough emphasis on it. Another thing that I think is really, really great about the community is we do provide mediumship readings. Autumn does divination readings. I help provide guidance with, your grief journey. There's so much content already preloaded in the community, which I think is amazing because as soon as you join, you're going to get immediate value, not just with the live events, but I built an entire course on grief and helping people with their grief experiences that you can dive into as soon as you join. We've got so many live courses that we've run previously that you can join. We've got pre recorded sessions that you can deep dive into. So, out of the gate, you're getting so much value. And I want to mention that for two reasons. Number one, to give you an idea of the type of content that's already in there. And number two, to also help you understand the conversations that Autumn and I had when we were tapped by Spirit to build this community. And that is that we were both so aligned with the fact that we wanted to provide unlimited, uncapped value for everybody that joined. We don't ever want to be the singular voices in the community. Everyone has a voice. We are constantly inviting in other healers. We're constantly vetting other healers, both through the podcast as well as in our one on one engagements, so that we can determine who would be an aligned fit for our audience. We're never going to have somebody come into the community that we don't already know and trust, because they have to resonate with our energy and be high vibrational. And so it's all the way around a safe space, because we're going to give you access to information, but we're also going to make sure that they're the best people in that field. And it doesn't mean that they're always going to be like the most known or famous people in that field, but they're going to be the most energetically aligned, which is so important because guiding our energetic field and understanding and aligning with the people that have high frequency is what Autumn and I both are all about. And it's a form of energetic protection that we provide to the people that are in the community with us, because there are people out there that, I mean, we all like, they know the common term is energy vampires. There's people out there that just suck the energy in the room and maybe aren't aligned with the highest good for the practices or modalities that they're out there, providing to people. And so you will only get people that we trust in the community providing you with healings, education, information. But we're constantly vetting new people and looking at new modalities to have people join us in the community that we feel would provide value to our members. So providing value is so important to us.
Absolutely. I love that you touch base on that because when you're going through this process, you're vulnerable and you have to be protected by the highest vibration. So I'm glad that you mentioned that because are you seeing repeating numbers, feathers, or hearing songs at just the right time? Those signs aren't random. They're messages from your angels. Join the Soul Revival August 7th at 7 p.m. Central Time for a powerful live course, Angel Signs. We'll teach you how to receive, decode, and trust in divine guidance. You'll learn how to spot signs from your angels, understand their meanings, and strengthen your connection to the other side. This isn't just a class. It's an activation. And trust me, your angels are already nudging you to say yes. Reserve your spot now. You don't want to miss this. Link below.
Did you know that amazing programs like this are free for members of the Soul Revival community? Jump over to the link below and join us today.
Well, so if you are interested, I will have a few links below. One just kind of explaining what the community is. I know we just kind of went over it in the podcast, but it will give like a tutorial of the platform we use. And then we will have the weekly giveaway linked below. We'll start pulling those names the start of August. We'll start doing the giveaway. So if you want to try for a chance at the giveaway, go ahead and fill that form out. If you would like to sign up, that link will be below too to the community. We are so grateful for you today and for listening. Things like the Angel course is provided in the community. So we will have a link for you to sign up for the Angel course if you are interested in just the Angel course. But if you're interested in the community and the bonus of the Angel course, that link will be linked separate below.
Absolutely. And we also have the Facebook community. So if you want to check us out and do a little bit deeper dive without making a commitment, that's a great place to check us out and just a great place to be part of our energy and in community with the people that are in the membership as well as expanded beyond that. And then, of course, if you want to learn all these things, I think, to the value conversation that we just had, Autumn, we everything is always included in the community and we provide so much extra value. We're constantly doing fun giveaway things for the people that are members of the community and providing them additional resources and tools. So if it feels aligned to you, it is definitely worth it. I think, the value is there, and we've been very intentional about how we price the community too, to make sure that everybody has access to it. So if you would like to join us, we'd love to have you in our energetic field. We'd love to. If you're feeling called to join, there's a reason. And you probably have a code that's meant for other members of the community, and certainly other members of the community have codes for you. So definitely click the link below if you feel called. We'd love to have you.
And we have people in the community that have been like moving mountains, jumping timelines. So I just want to emphasize that too, because seeing the light just spark on and stay on, and just so much knowledge and wisdom being pulled from their heart chakras out into the ethers is amazing to watch. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah, we have one member who, I mean, there's so many stories, right? But I'll just share we have one member, a newer member actually, who's unlocked her ability to be able to telepathically communicate with her animals, which is just so amazing, so beautiful. So, I mean, that's the type of, I mean, when you get into these spaces, you just open yourself wide, like wide, to be able to have these magical experiences. And then the more you're in the space of gratitude and high vibration, the more magic you enter, invite into your life. So it's not even just about healing. Like we've had just so many people manifest things and, have huge shifts in their awareness and communication with the other side as a result of being in this space. So
So beautiful. So beautiful. So if this is calling to you, come join us at the Soul Revival community. We are so grateful to have you.
yes. And that is a wrap for today's episode. We will catch you next week.
If today's words stirred something in you, that's no coincidence. Your soul is speaking and it's ready to be heard. If you resonated with today's episode, Spirit is cheering you on, encouraging you. Start choosing yourself again. Start saying yes to your healing and join our sacred community over at www.thesoulrevival.com.
Because healing is better when we do it together. If you love this episode, be sure to hit follow, leave a review, and share this with someone who's ready to return to their soul self. Thank you, Aligned Souls.